right, we are now joined by our race winner of tonight's SpeedyCash.com 250, Corey Heim. We will get right to questions. So if you have a question for Corey, please raise your hand and we will get a wireless microphone over to you. Let's go to Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTheTires.net. First, did you think the race would ever end out there? And second, I picked that check up earlier, or that bill, whatever it is, earlier today. How did you handle that in victory lane?
Yeah, to answer your first question, yeah, it was definitely tough. When that first caution came out after the long green flag run with 20-something odd to go, I kind of just knew from there. I mean, I knew that it was inevitably probably going to be a caution at some point, but just based on the way the race had gone, I kind of had a feeling that that caution was going to breed more cautions, and inevitably that's kind of what happened. So, yeah, obviously really proud of the result, but that, definitely was a nervous wreck there the last 10 laps. I feel like, you need at least 3 laps to get away from people here as the leader. Seems like, the runs are so big down the backstretch, and even on the restarts going into one, if you get even just a guy in your quarter panel, you're kind of in a bad spot. So, definitely tough, but glad we prevailed. I drove it in so deep into one that last lap to get the lead, and knew there was a big risk to it, but glad we could end up with a reward there for sure. But yeah, that check was billboard, whatever it was definitely tough. I think I tried to put it over my head once with some help, and then that was about it. So I was gonna say it's got to be steel or something. It's getting after it for sure.
Go ahead.
Justin Schuler, Athlon Sports. Two questions. One, coming to the white, did you know or sense that Hemrick had that run to pitch it to the inside at that last second going into one?
Yeah, for sure. My spotter, Tony Hirschman, did a great job of making me aware of it. Certainly could have executed it well on my part, as far as, he was probably going like 6-7 miles an hour faster than us down the front stretch, and, was able to kind of navigate it in an area where the front stretch sort of opens up. I feel like if he caught us in one of the kinks of the dog leg or the quad oval, whatever you want to call it, that would have made it a lot tougher on him to make it 3 wide because it's so narrow through those little gaps. But he kind of caught us at the perfect time and made a great move and an effort. But, we kind of had I wouldn't say preferred line being middle of 3, but after I was able to clear the 99 early into turn 1, I felt like we were in the preferred position on the outside there. So, yeah, to answer your question, I was aware of it. Just was kind of hoping he would catch us in a perfect spot where he really had nowhere to go, if that makes sense. And I guess, unfortunately, on his part, it didn't work out, but he definitely made a great effort.
And then secondly, talking with Ben Rhodes after the race, he mentioned that he didn't like or felt like it was fair moves pushing him out of the groove or whatnot out of some of the turns. Do you feel that way, or do you feel that your moves were justified to defend the race lead, racing him?
I feel like he would have done the same thing as would have anyone coming to the white flag. I think that's a pretty crazy statement. Probably just him in the heat of the moment. But, yeah, come on, dude. Like, we're coming to the white flag of a race that everyone's trying to win, and you don't want me to push you out of the groove. Like, take a look in the mirror. You know what I mean?
Do we have any other questions? We're going to go to Lee.
Lee Spencer, SiriusXM NASCAR Radio and CatchFence.com. I've read the PR releases and such, but can you talk about Foster Love and why it's important to you personally? How did you get involved with it? Why, what appealed about that charity to you?
Yeah, it's mostly through Safe Flight. They brought it to my attention of a the month of May is National Foster Care Awareness Month, and from the very start, I loved the idea of that. To be honest, I was very uneducated on just that side of reality, and I was able to actually go to Houston on the Monday after I raced the Coda Xfinity race, so from Austin to Houston, Texas, and I got to make one of the foster care homes more of a safe space for those kids growing up, and it was definitely a really humbling experience. So that was awesome. To just be able to educate yourself on reality, and kind of makes you realize how good you have it in some ways. So yeah, it was awesome. Those people at Foster Love were all here. This is a local area for them. I think they're out of Houston, if I'm not mistaken. So really cool to have them along. We had a lot of foster families actually along with us this weekend, and a lot of representatives of Foster Love and Safe Flight as well. So really cool for them to bring that along, and I've loved every minute of it, to be honest.
Steven.
Steven Stump, Frontrush.com. Corey, can you talk me through that penultimate restart, the one where you, Raja, and Ben were 3 wide, and it was like very close to deciding who was the leader. When the caution flew, did you know if you were in the lead still? What was the process of finding out the roller coaster of emotions to finding out that you did keep the lead?
Yeah, I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but I knew it was going to be close. I mean, we all had a different, I was kind of on the bad end of losing momentum, and I believe the 71 and the 99 were both gaining momentum, or whoever was beside me, I don't even know at this point, was gaining momentum past me, if I can remember correctly. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if NASCAR uses the sectors of caution anymore, or if it's just time of caution. Hopefully someone can answer that for me, but I was able to, I knew I was ahead of the 9 both times that we were side by side when the caution came out, and then that one was definitely closer, but yeah, I just kind of depend on their technology and whoever they decided was going to be the leader.